Good afternoon. My name is David Segura, and I'm gonna be talking about several topics, but they all go around globalization as the center of it. First of all, we must understand some definitions in order to truly grasp the effect these have in our world. To begin with, I want to talk about globalization. Globalization is a vast term that refers to the general exchange between countries all around the world. I say general because it can be about anything, be it food, people, prime matter, even cultural aspects can be exchanged. And now, how do these affect either already developed countries or developing countries? Since globalization is, in essence, worldwide commerce, it can lead to much bigger economies taking advantage of smaller countries and exploiting their natural resources unmeasurably for the sake of profit. But if this specific issue can be controlled and resource usage can be measured and used responsibly, then the benefits of globalization far outweigh the disadvantages, which are close to none. Then, globalization can help developing countries to take part in an international economy, thing that could not be done before, and with this to be able to grow economically. Now, in the case of already developed countries, their markets are able to grow even more since they can take worldwide action. Of course, since this is made at a larger scale, it can become riskier for some companies, especially new ones, to throw themselves to a merciless and gigantic market like that. But the ones that are able to survive it become transnational companies, sometimes recognized as economic superpowers. Now I want to talk about the WTO. The WTO is short for World Trade Organization. It is the organization in charge of regulating international trade. It was established in 1995 at the Uruguay Round negotiations, having 164 countries as members of the organization as of now, 2017. This institution serves an extremely important task, since money flux became something even more complicated with the search of faster transportation means. And every process where money takes part shall have a regulator, so that both parties are content with how the bargain went through. Since commerce is the heart of capitalism, it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that this organization has a leading role in the way the world works. This trading system has different principles by which they set their trade rules. These principles are trade without discrimination, freer trade, orderly through negotiation, predictability through binding and transparency, promoting fair competition, and last, encouraging development and economic reform. Now, with the growth of globalization as we have seen in the last past years, another thing that can now travel faster than ever are ideas. And with ideas comes improvement, and more specifically, technological improvement, which has led to what we know and call the digital revolution. This revolution is marked by the creation of the internet and its availability to the public, which was around 1980 in the United States. What I want to say by this is that an astonishing amount of information is at everyone's fingertips. But the thing is this something good? Everything has advantages and disadvantages, and this is obviously not an exception. We live in an era where the general public is more conscious about things that happen than ever before. And since now everyone can share their ideas, it links people with similar ideas together and creates groups through digital information, be it forums or any instant messaging platform that we can use. A downside about the digital revolution will be the broken sense of community that newer generations have been growing with. Since people don't have the necessity to interact with others in their vicinity, it can make them dull about things that may happen to others around them. A more touchy topic about technology is its abuse from religious or political groups with the intent to harm others. This revolution opened new paths for everyone. Uh, Everyone includes those with malicious intent. I'm talking about terrorist groups, which is something we have been seeing in the last few years. In some way, we could say that technology benefits terrorism and terrorists, of course, since it gives them different paths of communication, and also ways of creating digital weapons, which have been on the rise for the past decades. Digital weapons, I refer to things like malware or things like that. Uh, this revolution brought a lot of changes to the way we live now, but not all of them are either advantages or disadvantages. They are just changes. Thanks for your attention.